that one, but it's a good one. 8:15. Let's head into the Zoom room here, where we wanted to bring Victoria-Lola Leon Guerrero from the Fanoghe Coalition Congressional Forum. Good morning, Victoria.
Day. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
We wanted to get you on because we had a little preview of what it could have been. I don't know. It was almost like dueling press conferences, which was almost like a debate, which was almost like a forum. And we first of all, let's just take care of that, and then I want to go into some of the comments that Congressman St. Nicholas had made regarding forums and debates. So tell us about your forum, which is happening today. In fact, it's happening in less than 2 hours, right? So go ahead.
Yeah, so the Fanoghe Coalition, which is an organization that formed, that's 37 groups are part of the organization, and we felt that it was really important to hear from our candidates about particularly issues regarding our island's political status and issues of importance to many of these organizations. And so we sent out invitations throughout July, several invitations to the candidates for congressional office as well as non-incumbent senators. And so today we'll be hearing from our congressional candidates at 10 a.m. on the Facebook Live of the Fanoghe Coalition's page. And we heard back from Senator Will Castro and former Congressman Robert Underwood. They've confirmed their attendance, but despite repeated invitations, we haven't heard back from Congressman St. Nicholas. And we are very disappointed. We hope that, by some chance, he has about, an hour and 45 minutes to go. So hopefully, he can send something in or respond, because this is very important.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
So he had his 2 a.m. press conference yesterday, and he clearly said that he's not scared. He doesn't shy away from debates or forums. And he said he had not received any word. He had no knowledge of any invitations to any forums. But you kind of just, I don't know, you kind of fact check that right there.
Yeah, where did you send it?
Did you send it to the right?
It was sent to all means. It was sent to him via email, via social media,
Facebook.
Even via text. And one of our representatives was also personally messaging him because he's put all of this contact information out.
Right.
And we set the time at 10 a.m. so that it's 8 p.m. there. It's not 2 a.m, so it's not in the middle of the night. And so I think it's really important because the Fanoghe Coalition, after the Supreme Court denied our petition for appeal to hear the case, the Fanoghe Coalition had written a letter to all of our elected officials, and we heard back from the governor, lieutenant governor, and all 15 senators, but we did not hear back from Congressman St. Nicholas on the simple question of, do you support Chamorro self-determination, yes or no? He did in his social media, and to, I believe, the Post, he did say that he supports a vote for everybody. That was his only response, but he never responded directly back to the coalition. The coalition also made it simple. Some people responded back with letters. The governor responded back with a letter. Some senators sent back emails. But when we weren't hearing from everybody, we sent a simple Google survey that said, do you support Chamorro self-determination, yes or no? And even that wasn't completed. And so I think that, the important thing here is that political status impacts every aspect of our lives. So we look at the pandemic, for example. Our status has really impacted our ability to respond to this pandemic on multiple levels. And, for us, that's something we need to hear from our candidates about, especially our candidate in Congress, because that's where we are supposed to have a voice in this process. And so we want to ensure that whoever is our voice in Washington, D.C. is in touch with what the community wants, right? The Fanoghe Coalition, like I said, is comprised of 37 different groups who represent various ages, various ethnic backgrounds, various occupations, various roles in our community. And, to just sort of ignore us and assume that, this issue is unimportant or doesn't need to be addressed says a lot, I believe.
Yeah, well, you know what, Victoria?
But there are those who did respond.
We've been ignored as well, but it's election time, and now Congressman St. Nicholas wants to pay attention to us. So maybe you'll get that last minute attendance. But you know what I think, and no matter how you guys feel about self-determination, and obviously you have your stance with the Fanoghe Coalition, and of course I respect that. But in its simplest form, this is to me really just about, it's a candidate forum. Are you a candidate? Yes, you are. So attend the forum. There's forums. I mean, we see this every election. There's business forums, you know what I mean? And this is just yet another forum.
And this one is since it's a forum, it's not necessarily a debate,
Right.
correct?
No, everybody was sent the questions ahead of time. They had the ability to pre-record and send in their responses.
Wow.
You know, the other thing too is that it is going to, the questions are coming from the members. And so it reflects a variety of issues impacting our community of importance. I think that any opportunity a candidate has to speak to the community, especially during times like these where we have very few opportunities and we're working with the changes by going online, there really is no excuse if you have that much notice and you can pre-record. There's, you know, it's an opportunity, it's a platform to reach people. And you know, so I hope that you know, like I said, it's at 10, so hopefully we do hear something. But whether we do or not, the other two candidates have confirmed attendance. I really hope the community tunes in. These are very important issues. It'll be interesting to hear from them about. And you can always comment. I know in the last 20-30 minutes, we'll be taking questions and comments from the community, which the candidates can respond to. So it's a really good opportunity to engage. And that's what the coalition wanted, was just the ability for us to engage directly with candidates on issues that really matter and could truly make a difference in other aspects of our lives.
Vicky, how many questions were provided to the candidates, and I guess just how much time do they have to respond?
Actually, there was several questions provided, and I believe they were given just a few minutes for each question. I don't have them in front of me. I'm so sorry, but I know that they've been given the same amount of time and the same amount of questions, so everything is balanced.
And real quickly, the non-incumbent senatorial forum. Are you just doing it for now for non-incumbent, and then later on for incumbents?
Yeah, I think that the coalition had really wanted to hear from new voices, particularly since we're just leading into the primary.
Right.
And so definitely leading up to the election, we plan to have more forums for sure.
Right.
And so an invitation was sent to all, non-incumbent senators, and we heard back, and we'll be hearing from, during the forum, former Senator Joanne Brown, former Chief Fred Berdalio Jr., Joaquin Can Leon Guerrero, Chris Carrillo, and Vincent Borja. So we really hope that you tune in. That's on Thursday at 10 a.m. So both today and tomorrow will be at 10 a.m. on the Fanoghe Coalition's Facebook page.
Okay. And Victoria, the thinking behind inviting the non-incumbents is that for the most part, you have all the incumbents' stance on self-determination, decolonization, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we did, like I said, we heard from all 15 senators who affirmed their support for tomorrow self-determination. So we wanted to hear from new senators, but we feel that these kinds of forums are also an opportunity to engage and inform new candidates around these issues, which every time you get sent these kinds of questions, just the process of responding to them engages you maybe in new ways that you've not engaged before. And that's always the power of these kinds of things.
And I think that part of that could be the reason why Congressman St. Nicholas, I mean, let's just be honest here, when it comes to decolonization, self-determination, I think that Congressman Underwood and even a candidate, Senator Castro, they're familiar with these issues. And I think just a message to all the candidates out there, you got to know about decolonization. You have, and you got to have a stance on it, whether you support it or not. Just pick a side. It is a hot button issue. It's an issue that I think just comes with the territory when you seek elected office. Victoria, we got to run. We got the superintendent, but we'll be checking out your feed. And good luck. And I hope you guys do get Congressman St. Nicholas. I think that would make it feisty.
Feisty.
Yeah, thank you to the superintendent as well for everything that they're doing to prepare us for this school year. So you guys are all doing awesome. Thanks for keeping us informed, and have a great day.
Thank you, Victoria. Wash your hands.
Take care.
I will.
And your thumbs. All right, 8:25. Soup, we're just going to take a